Have y'all ever had a dream that felt so real and so vivid that you woke up the next morning highly emotional? I had a dream like that last night, and it was about a little girl who lived with her grandmother. Her grandmother had custody, and her aunt was always at the grandma's house too. She didn't necessarily live there, but she might as well have. The aunt also had a son who stayed there most of the time, and the little girl's mom was on drugs or in the streets or something, and they treated the little boy just fine, but they treated the little girl like straight up trash. And I couldn't understand it. I don't know how I knew these people, but my husband and I went to visit them, and they were cooking dinner. It felt like a Sunday because she was making fried chicken, cornbread, mashed potatoes, and collard greens. And the collard greens were not all the way done. That's how vivid this dream was, y'all. But they fixed the little boy a plate, and they were sitting in the kitchen talking trash about the little girl. And I noticed they didn't fix the little girl a plate. So I was like, what the fuck is going on here? But it was their norm. So they fixed the little boy a plate, gave him his plate, and I was like, well, I'm gonna fix the little girl a plate, cause what? And I fixed the plate, and I took it into the room that the little girl was in. And when I got in the room, she was crying. And I was like, oh, what's wrong, sweet girl? Why are you crying? And she was like, my auntie and my grandma, they just so mean. They just so mean because she could hear everything that they were in the next room saying about her. Child, this bang trying to take me out, y'all. But she could hear everything that they were in the next room saying about her. And I was like, you know what? When people are mean like that, it's usually because there's something within themselves that they don't like. So don't take it personally. You are not a problem, and you've never been a burden. And she was eating the food. And I walked back out the room to where the grandma and the aunt was sitting, and the grandma was like, that's all right, because as soon as you leave, I'm going to beat her ass. And I was like, what? She was like, yeah, as soon as you leave, I'm going to tear her ass up. And I was like, and as soon as you touch her, I'm going to call them people on you. So, oh yeah, I said, as soon as you touch her, I'm going to call them people on you. And I was like, you know what? Let me take her. I'll take her. And the grandma was like, nope. If she want to go back to her mama, where they sitting in a room and it's babies on top of babies on top of babies, because like the mom kept having kids that apparently she couldn't take care of, then she can go back to her mom, but she ain't going nowhere else because I'm getting a check for her. And I was like, what? You only got her because you getting a check for her? And I know that was a dream, and I feel like that's kind of where that part ended. And I know it was a dream, but I also know that is somebody's real life. And if you are aware of a child being in a situation like that, do something. Say something. Give some words of encouragement. Let somebody know so that child can get some help and get some assistance, because that is how children are the future, quite literally. And that is how we raise women who feel like they are broken, and then when they have children, they continue that cycle because that is all that they know. No one has ever told them that they're beautiful, that they're wonderful, that they're magnificent, and then the cycle repeats itself. And a lot of y'all know that y'all are the cycle breakers in y'all's family. So if this is even going on in your family, do something about it. The time for sitting by waiting for somebody else to do or say something, those are over. We got stuff that we have to do here. We have change that we have to make here. Be the change.